Welcome to our pay-per-view special. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California for a highly anticipated rematch in our main event. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division between these two great warriors. Crawford's got his eye on the prize. He has complete focus on his ring walk here. Watkins is on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight he's bubbling with confidence. Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
What does the orthodox fighter have to be conscious of guarding against that right hook from the southpaw? I mean, he's got his left hand out there, but a non-traditional defensive structure for him being set up like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has to remember that that punch will come from that angle, and usually he has no danger coming from that angle. So he has to make sure when he jabs, that shoulder is up against his chin. So if the hook does come, it hits the shoulder, not the chin.
There's another left hand from him. Crawford's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Good counter punching there with the overhand right. No feeling out round here at all. These two are slugging it in round number one.
Reminds me of the fireworks display on the 4th of July, and the rockets just keep coming.
Crawford's pushing away right there. You can see him shoving, trying to create some space. Very clean offense from defense by Bad Intentions. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Crawford's just trying to push away. He wants to breathe a little. Good defensive skill with the block by Bad Intentions. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Crawford. Ten clicks on the top. Watkins' scouting report has one big weakness in it, and that is that he is prone to cuts.
Yeah, there's a lot of scar tissue around there, and when you have that scar tissue, it doesn't open right up on the same old cut, but around it. The areas around it become weak, and that's the situation we're looking at.
Bro, punches, okay? Don't walk into it without throwing a punch. Get on that now.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Comes right back with a shot of his own. You can see there's blood on his cheek.
How does a guy benefit from utilizing the heavy band?
Well, of course, it's for power. You're able to increase your power. You're hitting something that's not moving too much, and you're going through it. And you want to make sure that exactly that. You're punching through the target, not to the target. Also, with a fairly stationary bag, a bag that doesn't swing too much, you can practice putting your punches together. But you got to always make believe the guy has arms. You got to make believe that bag has arms, because you can get into a bad habit, too, of taking pictures, posing a little after your punch. You don't want to do that.
Crawford's trying to get his man off of him. You see him shoving and pushing. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. They both decide to bring it. Good job protecting himself. And he scores again. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange.
Remember, this is your fight. You are in control. You're in control. No effort. This is your fight. Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. Listen, you need to mix your punches up. Throw more punches to the body.
And round number 3 is underway. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. And he scores with a 3-punch combo. Crawford's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations he's not getting off.
Excellent counterpunch by Bad Intentions. Teddy, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecards, but you can just see the style of fight that this is, that he's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
Very You need to cover up. Perry. Leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Let's work on that swelling.
Here we go with the 4th round. We tipped off our audience earlier when we said, watch out for that cut. It could become a major, major headache. Now it's a little bit beyond a headache.
Yeah, and I'm wondering whether or not he came into the fight with a cut, because that's how
Do
bad.
you think some scar tissue existed?
Yeah, I think so, exactly. He may have had a little bit of a nick, a little bit of a cut in training. It happens. Guys don't divulge that to you. But either way, it is, as you said, a problem now.
That's classic work with the double jab.
Keep those hands up. Keep them.
Good looking counterpunch. You always say punchers are born, Teddy, but what about a guy's ability to withstand big punches? What about a guy's chin?
You know, that's an interesting point. Punch.
Oh, and there you go. Watkins is in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
in a row landing. Wow! Watkins is stunned and oh, that's gotta hurt. Watkins is down. He is down. Gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
A barrage of punches that time. Good combination.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want one at a time. You want 3 or 4.
Watkins once again on the bad end of a hook. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Oh! Crawford's crushed by a big left hand. Crawford's in the spot he wants. Now he takes a respite after just scoring the knockdown in that last round.
Joe, you feel good, just like if you're a lawyer in a courtroom and the judge just sustained your objection. You know what? You're winning.
Listen, best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. He's tired. I want you to bang his body.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Crawford staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. Crawford's opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. That's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets them go when he thinks he should.
Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Wow! Crawford's got to be feeling foolish, nailed by a counter punch. Nice block by Watkins. What a nice combo by Bad Intentions. Protecting his head well with his guard. Oh, Watkins is almost out of it there. He was stunned. Punches in bunches, working well. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. And he catches a lucky break. Saved by the bell here at the end of the round, Teddy.
Yeah, right away you're thinking, where do I spend my time right now? You want to tell him things that can help him, but he is really groggy right now, so you got to get him clear-minded first.
The start of the 6th round. Crawford's got us wondering if he can end the fight in this round. He almost did so in the last round. He really hurt his man.
Yeah, but he's not really a finisher. That's the thing. We're going to find out whether or not he changes his disposition tonight, whether or not he acts a little bit differently.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Good combination. Hook into the body with the left and then going up top with the right. You can just tell that he's lacking that jab there. He just hasn't committed to throwing it at all.
I mean, that's the most basic thing in the world is to use that jab. That jab does so many things for you. It keeps the guy defensive, and obviously it sets up your offense.
A little defense turns to offense by Watkins.
Crawford's looking for some room, and he found a way to get it. Very nice defensive guard there. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Crawford's a slugger. There's no other way to describe him but that. But that style is a perfect fit for this fight. He's winning these middle rounds.
Yeah, he loves this. This is a Pier 6 brawl. And he's
Oh, Crawford's been stunned.
Come on, guys, keep it hard. Punch it out. Come on, punch it out.
And his nose has started to bleed. He engages in the clinch.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Crawford's in a tough spot here, and I think his opponent probably knows it, Teddy, don't you? I mean, he's got to realize that his work rate has been tailing off ever since he got to him.
Well, that's the problem. That's why his opponent's getting more confident. You never allow, you know, what's that old saying? Never let the other guy know you're sweating. Well, never let the other fighter know that you're hurt or you're not right, that you're not sure of yourself. He's allowed him to know that, and he's using that knowledge against him right now.
Excellent counterpunch by Watkins. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Crawford's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Crawford's doing exactly what we expected him to do. He laid out the game plan. I want to win it on the outside. The jab's been there all night.
Yeah, well, that's where it starts if you want to win it on the outside. You know, you're not going to do it with your feet. This is not kickboxing. You know, you're going to do it with your jab. And that's exactly boxing 101. Control range, control distance, control the jab.
Watkins is looking for some room, and he found a way to get it. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Keep working the body.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Watkins is in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Crawford's in complete control. Teddy, way ahead on the scorecards every which way, isn't he?
Yeah, every which way, and especially the most important way, I think, is that the fight is in his kind of pace. It's a fast-paced fight. It's an outside fight. It's exactly what he wants, not only to be ahead, which we think he is, but to stay ahead.
Don't worry, we'll take care of that time. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of the swells.
They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight. Blocks away that headshot. And an excellent uppercut by Watkins. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Crawford.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now. Keep busy.
Good job staying away from the danger there.
ties up on the inside. He's completely turned his offense off. You can see that he's just in an extreme defensive posture. But still, his opponent is scoring here.
Look, the extreme defensive posture is a problem. But if he was moving his head with his hands up, at least there'd be misses there. When his opponent would miss, there'd be an opening to come back where even if you didn't come back, his opponent would be a little worried about sitting in there on you. He'd have to think defense. Right now, he's only thinking offense.
Good block there by Bad Intentions. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Right to the body with a counter shot. Crawford's in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Now he ties up there.
Hey, no holding, no holding.
Finish with the
Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have
All right, punch it
the
out.
intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
On the mark, the counter punch by Bad Intentions. Watkins' training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
Yeah, it's just not moving his head. And you know, the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive. You're handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Crawford. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing, not engaging in the
All right,
fight,
come on,
but
now.
clinching.
Come on, work it out, work it out. See some punches here.
Crawford shoving his opponent there. He's got a real problem on his hands right now. That cut has worsened to the point where clearly the referee's giving it a look. He's thinking about stopping this fight. Is this the time now, Teddy, where the fighter has to understand that and try to end the fight on his own terms?
Well, it's a catch-22 right now, Joe, because he has to be more defensive-minded. He has to make sure that he doesn't catch any more leather in that area to worsen that cut. But he also has to find some offense to slow this guy down, to give him a reason to start stepping back instead of stepping forward.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. Very accurate work. 3-punch combination serves him well. Crawford's well-conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, Watkins! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up
after going down a second time. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. Wow, he gets up again after another devastating knockdown. I don't know how much more. Right to the head and right to the canvas. Stops the fight. Crawford's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10 count was administered. Crawford's your winner and new champion of the world.
There's no words that are quite sweeter to hear.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We'll see you next time ringside.